Hey, what's the problem?
Apologies. Someone called in a bomb threat.
Is he?
There's two of them.
The story starts at an international airport in Antwerp. Jovanna, the smart and fearless leader of the Panther crew, disguises herself as an airport worker to sneak inside without being noticed. Her team waits hidden inside a shipping container. Once she gives the signal, they burst out, dressed in stolen SWAT uniforms, and rush toward a secure hangar.
Hey, what's the problem?
Apologies. Someone called in a bomb threat.
Is he?
Moving like trained soldiers, they throw a flashbang grenade, blinding the security guards before taking them hostage. One of the crew members quickly searches for a valuable artifact hidden in the hangar, while the others keep their guns pointed at the officers. Meanwhile, a security officer in the control room sees the attack on the cameras. He alerts the police, but the heist is already happening. Just as the police start moving in, Donnie, one of the crew's best thieves, finds the artifact. He puts it in a bag and signals the others. With their mission complete, they rush back to the container, which their getaway driver secretly moves out of the airport before the police arrive. Jovanna calmly walks away, blending into the airport crowd. Meanwhile, across the world in Los Angeles, Big Nick, a rough and tough LASD sheriff, hears about the heist while having a drink at a bar. The daring crime catches his attention, and he decides to look into it. That night, Nick follows Holly, the widow of a former Panther crew member, as she walks to her car. He stops her and makes an offer. Help him find the crew, or he will reveal a secret that could destroy her life. Trapped, Holly agrees, but only if she gets a share of the stolen money. Nick thinks it over, but agrees, knowing she is his best chance to get close to the Panther crew. Meanwhile, Donnie meets with Jovanna and her trusted friend Chava, a diamond expert with powerful connections. Chava helps Donnie get a job at the World Diamond Center as a temporary worker. Pretending to be an employee, Donnie carefully studies the security systems, looking for weaknesses. But he soon realizes that breaking into the vault will be extremely difficult. Later, he tells Jovanna what he learned, unaware that someone is secretly watching them. The next day, Chava's husband checks the stolen diamond and confirms it is real. Once verified, Chava pays Donnie in cash. Feeling accomplished, Donnie heads to the Panther crew's secret hideout, where the team gathers. Jovanna reveals their next plan, an even bigger heist targeting the World Diamond Center, home to some of the most valuable gems in the world. The crew listens carefully, knowing this job could make them legends, or get them killed. Meanwhile, Big Nick travels to Europe, determined to catch the Panther crew. He teams up with Captain Kane, a local officer, to bring the criminals to justice. While watching security footage, Nick sees Donnie but keeps it to himself. Later that evening, Nick visits Donnie at his apartment. Sitting calmly, he reveals he is a cop. Donnie, shocked, tries to act normal and denies everything. But as the tension rises, Donnie reaches for a hidden gun, only for Nick to quickly take it away. Instead of arresting him, Nick makes a strange offer. He wants in on the next heist. Donnie doesn't trust him, but sees no other way out. After thinking it over, he agrees to introduce Nick to the crew. The next day, Donnie takes Nick to meet Jovanna and the others. The meeting is intense, with the team unsure about the new guy. Meanwhile, Donnie also asks Chava for help getting access to the vault. She agrees, but only under strict conditions. At the same time, the mafia is furious about the stolen diamond and is planning revenge. That night, the crew meets at a fancy club, celebrating their upcoming heist. Nick plays along, trying to gain their trust. However, things go wrong when Fko, one of the crew members, gets into a fight with a mafia member. The fight turns violent, causing chaos in the club. Security breaks it up and kicks them out. As they leave, Captain Kane and his officers try to arrest them, but the crew escapes in the confusion. Before they can catch their breath, Donnie and Nick are kidnapped by the mafia and taken to a luxurious yacht. The mafia boss, a ruthless crime lord, demands the return of the stolen diamond. When Donnie says they no longer have it, the boss orders his men to throw them into the ocean. Struggling against the waves, Nick and Donnie barely manage to swim to shore. Furious, Nick confronts Donnie, blaming him for the mess. Donnie reminds him they still need to pull off the heist, or they're both dead. With no other choice, Nick and Donnie return to the crew, and final preparations for the heist begin. Nick, still pretending to be part of the team, is given a job as a security contractor, giving him access to restricted areas. The heist begins with perfect execution. Jovanna stays behind, watching everything through hidden cameras. Using clever disguises and advanced gadgets, the team sneaks into the high-security building. They climb down an elevator shaft, carefully avoiding alarm systems. To hide their presence, they place a plastic cover in front of the vault camera, making it look like no one is there. Inside the vault, they search for the diamond, but have trouble finding it. Meanwhile, the building manager suddenly decides to return, sending a wave of panic through the crew. Just as he nears the vault, he changes his mind and walks away, allowing them to continue. Finally, they find the diamond and grab as much cash, gold, and jewelry as they can. Their escape plan goes well, until Nick's weight causes a drainage pipe to break as he slides down. He barely manages to throw the bags to his teammates before falling onto a lower rooftop. The loud noise alerts the guards. In the chaos, Nick shoots one of the guards, but the man wears a bulletproof vest and survives. Alarms start ringing, but Nick manages to escape and reunite with the crew. They rush to an underground garage, switch vehicles, and change license plates to avoid being caught. Just as they think they are safe,
There's two of them.
FCO arrives with mafia gunmen and starts shooting. The crew fights back, but their car gets hit and crashes. As the mafia moves in, the boss himself arrives. Instead of killing them, he offers a deal. Give back the stolen diamond, and they can live. With no choice, Wilson hands it over. Satisfied, the boss gives them a car to escape, ending their conflict. A few days later, the Panther crew gathers at a bar in Italy, celebrating their success. They drink and laugh, thinking they have won. But something feels wrong. Suddenly, Italian SWAT teams burst in. Nick watches as the crew is arrested, his undercover mission finally completed. Captain Kane shakes Nick's hand, congratulating him. Meanwhile, the mafia boss smirks as he reads a newspaper about the crew's downfall. Days later, Nick visits Wilson in prison. They talk briefly, knowing their battle is over, for now. But fate has other plans. As Wilson is being taken to a high-security prison, his convoy is attacked by helicopters. Masked gunmen force the guards to surrender, freeing Wilson. He is taken directly to the mafia boss, who offers him a choice: death or a new life working for him. Wilson doesn't hesitate. He accepts. Elsewhere, Nick drives along a coastal road when his phone vibrates. A single text appears on the screen. "See you again, friend." Nick smirks. He knows this isn't over. The end. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos. Watch full movie for best experience.